Welcome to the UFL. I don't know what you dudes thought. One of the best leagues in New York. So let me know if you love the sports. Stephen J. Dawn and Ghost are your hosts of Real Tough Talk. Welcome to the UFL. I don't know what you dudes thought. One of the best leagues in New York. So let me know if you love the sports. Stephen J. Dawn and Ghost are your hosts of Real Tough Talk.
What's going on? What's going on, people? This is Stephen J. This is Ghost. Real Tough Talk, brought to you by the UFL League, and we're excited to talk to you about Week 6 in the UFL football.
Well, we're past the hump. We're on Week 6. Now, we're on the other side of the season. We get to see who are finally the contenders and the pretenders. We get to see who's measuring up to be in the All-Star game, who's measuring up to be in, to win awards, everything like that. We're coming to finalize the season, and these games are more important than ever.
A lot of people want to know, we had some people ask me that they heard things that other leagues mention us, or we've been mentioning other leagues. We're going to comment on at the end of the game. We'll talk about that. We're not going to let that ruin the stuff that we're going on in our league now.
Yeah.
But I'm going to comment on certain things, and then I'm not going to address it again for the rest of the year. But right now, the game we want to talk about, Slaughterhouse versus High Rollers. This is a makeup game. Supposed to take place last week, but, we had to reschedule the game. And don't sleep on Slaughterhouse. They did beat Super Friends, but Super Friends had their whole team. So you can't sleep on this team. I think Marcus is a good quarterback. I don't think he gets enough credit and what he can do throwing the ball, but this team can make plays when they're all together.
The main problem for this team is attendance. They barely have guys that come out consistently, so they come out with a lot of games short, and that is why they're not able to play to the highest of their ability. But I think now they have enough guys on the field here. They're ready to play and come home with a win today.
And then you got High Rollers. High Rollers are coming in undefeated. It's the first game of the day, so we're going to have to see how they're going to do trying to keep that undefeated streak going. They got Slaughterhouse this game, and then they'll have Gettas next game. They're going to have Stevie throwing because Nelson's not here. We'll jump right into the game. Stevie gets blitzed and sacked by Manny. Great play by Manny, showing that motor going, and great play to get Stevie on the sack. Stevie with 2 passes for a big game, picking up the first down. Second down, Stevie throws deep to Trav in the middle, who has a step on Mo, caught in the end zone for the touchdown, 6-0. Great play by Trav, beating Mo, and Stevie found him for the touchdown.
And this is just a size advantage right here. Mo is probably one of the shorter guys on the team, so obviously they're going to take advantage. Stevie throws to Trav. That's the most obvious thing in the world, so he gets it to Trav. Trav was as a size advantage, like I said, so that was an easy touchdown there.
First down, Marcus with the ball back for Slaughterhouse. He throws a Bebo in the middle. It's tipped and caught by Welch for a nice game, picking up the first down. Welch is a former All-Star. They need him to make plays. They need him to be more consistent because when he gets his motor going, he's a hard guy to stop. Marcus throws a man in the middle for a decent game. Last down at the 6-yard line. Marcus on 4 rush, runs it in for the touchdown. 6-6, putting them, tying the game. Great play by Marcus. Knowing where he's out on the field, you can run inside the 6 and runs in it for the touchdown.
And the thing about it is he knows exactly where he is on the field. He knows that he has the opportunity if the defense shifts. He has an easy run to the end zone. He takes advantage here. That is a smart play by Marcus.
Stevie gets the ball back, throws to Trav in the middle for a decent game, picking up the first. Slaughter gets flagged for the cursing. Has a big flag, 15 yards. Stevie gets blitzed by Bevel, throws deep to Mestre, opening the end zone for the touchdown. 12-6, giving them the lead, and this is what they need. They need Mestre back. He can stretch the field. He's definitely the U alum, and he's showing what he did with that team here. Great play by Mestre. Welcome back.
And the thing about it is he's been here for a couple of games every now and then. The thing about it is they haven't been connecting with quarterbacks. Nelson hasn't really been connecting with him, so I guess Stevie's able to connect with him easy on this play here. That is a great play to throw to Mestre. He was wide open on that drive, and that pass, that is a great touchdown here.
12-6 right now, High Rollers. Marcus on second down throws the man in the middle for a nice gain. Last down on 4 rush. Marcus scrambles, throws the man in the end zone. Incomplete, turnover on downs. High Rollers get the ball back. They're not able to do it, and they're going to have to punt. Third down, Marcus gets blitzed by Trav. Throws to Welch in the middle for a decent game. Bevel gets flagged for blocking the back, causing them to lose yards. Marcus is blitzed again. He throws deep to Welch, who has to step on Mestre, caught in the end zone for the touchdown. Manny gets the extra point, 13-12. Slaughterhouse takes the lead right back.
And the same way they got killed by Mestre on offense, is the same way that they kill him on defense with this big play here. Welsh catches him sleeping. He gets behind him, and by the time Mestre notices, he's open for the end zone. That's a great pass by Marcus.
Welch has speed, and Marcus has an arm. So if you add that with a defender not paying attention, you're going to get points. They take the lead 13-12. Third down, Stevie throws to Rubio in the gap. Rubio gets by one defender, then runs left, gets by Welch as he runs in the end zone for the touchdown. Trav gets the extra point, 19-13. The question was Rubio tagged?
Well, on this play, and I'm going to break it down here, he gets the pass on the left side of the field. He runs to the right as this defender is coming in to make the tag. It's hard to see if he actually makes the tag because one of their own guys gets in the way of the camera, so you don't see it. So obviously the ref didn't call it, so the play is still going. He gets by him as he goes to the left and dodges Welsh here. Welsh goes for the tag, but you can clearly see with this one better. Welsh misses the tag here, and Rubio has a free release to run into the end zone. Rubio is elusive, so it's hard to get him. He's done this a lot of times for many players, so they can't be ashamed. That's a great play by Rubio.
Mo gets ejected for cursing. 19-13. Now the issue is the refs been taking a lot of heat with missed calls or whatever. Now the refs ain't perfect. I myself have missed calls, and you try to do the best you can.
Yes.
Obviously, in the playoffs, you'll have an opportunity to get it better because we'll have challenges. But as of now, you got to call what the ref's going to call what they see. And as you see here, Welch misses the tag. It's clearly a miss. The guys are getting upset about that. Now, the other one, like you said, it's hard to see because of the camera. But at the end of the day, they were mad because they figured the refs missed 2 calls. And if you look, one was definitely a miss. So a lot of guys go crazy. They say the refs get it wrong. But a lot of times, the refs are right.
Yes.
You just think you see it one way, and it don't go that way. So you just got to, like I said, the refs going to do the best job they can. Come the playoffs, you're going to have challenges. But right now, it's 19-13. Mo getting ejected. That's huge right there. Next drive. Manny gets ejected for cursing prior to the kickoff. That is huge. Now they lost 2 players. They getting caught up with the curse rule, and you got to be able to compose yourself. If you was in a church, or if you was at work, you was talking to the CEO of your company, you're not going to curse them out.
Yeah.
You could talk without cursing. You just got to be disciplined, and they're going to lose their play here. Marcus with 3 plays to get them to the first down at the 20-yard line. Slaughterhouse can't get any closer. They're going to turn over the ball, giving it back to High Rollers. High Rollers not able to do nothing. They're going to punt, giving the ball back. Slaughterhouse gets the ball back. Unfortunately, they don't have enough time on the clock. The game's good. Time's going to run out. High Rollers going to come away with the win, 19-13, and I believe the 2 ejections hurt them.
Yes.
They were able to put up points, but the ejection's going to hurt you in this. You got to play discipline, especially if you've been here consecutive years. You know the rules, and you got to know make these plays. You can't make these plays to hurt your team.
And the thing about it is, most of the time when they curse, it's them arguing with the ref.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, you say what you got to say, but don't prolong it because then you're going to say something you don't need to, and that's exactly what happened to both of these players here, and that is why they were ejected, and I think that's what killed their drive here.
And sometimes you can't blame the refs for everything. Refs are going to miss call, but at the end of the day, you got to score points, and you got to make stops. And they were not able to make the plays they needed to win the game. But again, this Slaughterhouse team can hang their hat on. They were in this game. They already beat Super Friends.
Yes.
So they can beat any team in this league as long as they stay together. They're going to be fine. And High Rollers come over with another win, keep that undefeated streak going. We're going to have to see if they can keep it up against them Gettas, who are waiting to play them. We're going to have to see what happens next game. We're going to be right back on Real Tough Talk. Real Tough Talk, baby. Next game up, High Rollers versus them Gettas. And that's a goodie because these are teammates that used to play with each other. Ruby used to play with them Gettas. Los used to play on them Gettas. You know what I mean? So those are 2 big-time players that used to play with Hollywood.
Yeah.
And now he has to face them, and this is a highly anticipated game.
Yes, but unfortunately, they had to face each other in this weather that we're having today.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's kind of cool everybody down because nobody is going to have the advantage because of the weather. It's going to be slippery. The snow is going to make things hard to see and everything. So both teams are going to have a hard game. Hopefully, they can play through it.
Well, High Rollers are the only undefeated team coming in other than Riot Squad. They're the last 2 undefeated teams. They're coming off of 2 wins. And them Gettas is coming off of 2 wins. So that's going to be interesting to watch each team match up. This week, Nelson wouldn't be here, so they will have Stevie throwing for High Rollers. Stevie's a quarterback that throws for the Lions. He won the championships. The guy is known, got a strong arm. I don't think he's as athletic as Nelson.
Yeah.
But he definitely got a good arm to get the ball downfield and make plays, so that's a good thing for them.
And hopefully that'll be enough for them to get over this game, because I think them Gettas have good momentum with the 2 wins they had last week.
One of the teams being against Carver, them Gettas won against last week. And they definitely built up the momentum. A lot of people thought that they were out of it. But if they could win this game, they'll completely turn their season around and be a top team in the division. So we're going to jump right into the game really quick. The High Rollers get the ball on second down. Stevie gets blitzed by Hollywood. Throws deep to Rubio on the sideline for a big game, picking up the first down. Stevie already showing the connection to find Rubio. Great play by them. Stevie with 3 passes to pick up a nice gain. Last down at the 7-yard line. Stevie throws a pass in the middle. It's knocked away. Turnover on downs. Great play by the giver. Knocked that ball away and stopped High Rollers right in their tracks. Great play.
And they were moving on this drive, so that one tip by the giver changes everything. I think that if that giver wasn't there to make this play here, I think this probably would have been a touchdown pass. That's just good defense there.
After 3 plays, Reggie on 4th down gets blitzed by Hash. Throws a cruise in the middle for a nice game, picking up the first down. Unfortunately, they're not able to do nothing. They're going to have to punt, giving the ball up. High Rollers get the ball back. They're not able to move it. They have to punt. Reggie gets the ball back. He's going to throw to the sideline for a nice game, picking up the first down. Reggie on 4 rush, throws a cruise in the gap. Is tipped by Rubio, picked off by Hash, giving the ball right back to High Rollers. Great play by Hash. He got involved last time with the blitz. This time, he's able to come away with the interception.
And that is big play defense by High Rollers. Hash blitzes in the first time. He misses. He steps. He does it again. And finally, he gets Reggie in this big play. This is a difference maker here. Slows down their drive and makes Reggie have to work in order to get further.
Next drive, Stevie throws a Mestre on the sideline for a decent game. Team's happy to have Mestre back. He was in the championship in LES playing big games, but he's back and his team needed him. Second down, Stevie gets blitzed and sacked by Hollywood. Hollywood gets through Lowe's for the sack, taking us into the half. And you know this felt good by Hollywood to be able to power through Lowe's, his former teammate, and get the sack. Hollywood is playing great. I think he got to be up there for most improved player. He's actually showing what he can do when he's actually focused on his position and he's making plays. Gets to stop here to take us into halftime.
And I think it's because he's allowed to just play the game. Before, he had to be a manager of the team, making sure everybody else is doing their job, everybody else is coming and getting things done on their own. But now he's able to just play his game, and he's playing great in this game. And he's pretty much doing everything whenever he has a chance.
Well, halftime, if I'm High Rollers, Stevie's getting used to this. I'm not going to kill him. The weather's terrible. You know what I mean? It's hard to move the ball around. The weather, snow started slow, then it started picking up. Gave us almost no traction, so you can't kill him. I'll take the 0-0 tie going into half.
And them Gettas are not doing much better. Reggie is not necessarily getting what he needs to be doing done. Maybe it could be the weather. It's very windy. He's not connecting with his guys either. I think that their momentum is off, but hopefully in the second half they can pick it up because they'll need to.
After getting the first down with 2 short passes, Reggie throwing 4th down, goes to Cruz downfield in the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, Tommy gives Cruz too much space. Isaiah's going to get the extra point, but you can't give Cruz that much space. This guy is a baller. He's showing what Hollywood talked about, and he's very much what was anticipated. He's showing that he's the real deal. Great play by Cruz and Reggie to go downfield and find him.
Yes, and he's been their main playmaker of this season so far, so it's no way that you can miss him. It seems like Tommy does not see him. He's paying attention to what Reggie's doing a little too much, and he lets Cruz creep in the corner, and that leaves him open for the touchdown.
Stevie gets the ball on 3rd down on 4 rush. Stevie throws to Tommy in the gap, intercepted by Trackstar, giving the ball back to them Gettas. Remember, Trackstar was the starting corner in the All-Star game last year. The guy knows how to jump routes. They don't call him Trackstar for nothing, and makes another big play here.
And it seems like Stevie did not see Trackstar step in and get to that ball right there. I think that he saw Tommy open. Trackstar makes a good way to bait him, and he does a great defensive play here.
Right now, remember, it's 7-zip. Reggie throws to the receiver on the sideline for a nice game, picking up the first down. Then Reggie throws to Holloway in the middle, who runs for a touchdown. John gets the extra point. 14-0. Them Gettas. Hollywood doing it on both sides of the ball. He already picked up a big sack, and now he picks up a touchdown. He is really in the zone. Great play by Hollywood.
And I threw it out there last week that he had a hat trick in one of his games because he had a touchdown, an interception, and a sack. So he's pretty much doing whatever he has to on both sides of the field. Now he's putting up points on the regular.
After getting the first down, Stevie throws deep to Mestre by himself. Mestre loses balance and drops the ball. As time is about to expire, 3rd down, Stevie throws deep to Rubio on the back of the end zone for the touchdown. 14-6, but by that time, the game is pretty much over. The time runs out. Them Gettas come away with the win 14-6 to end the game.
And they pretty much just scraped by because I think that High Rollers was just getting into their rhythm.
Right.
It's unfortunate for the High Rollers that their momentum came a little too late. Them Gettas come away with a win here.
And them Gettas are right back in it. They come away with this win. They're 4-2. You got to love the way this team is playing. They're playing lights out. Reggie's finally looking more comfortable. He's able to put up points this game, and you got to be happy if you're them.
And it's not only Reggie, it's not Cruz and everything. I think Hollywood is the one that's bringing his team back up because he's doing it on both sides of the field. He's getting touchdowns. He's playing defense, getting sacks, getting interceptions, knocking balls down. Everything that he's able to do, he's doing in these games, and not just picking up this team and making them win.
That is a great game by them. So right now, if I'm High Rollers, listen, it is what it is. We won the last game. We just lost this on the doubleheader. We're 5-1. I'll take 5-1. I'm not trying. If I'm lost, I'm not trying to go undefeated. It don't matter. I'm 5-1. I'm comfortable with that. As you see, them Gettas right now are 4-2. So I'm okay. You know what I mean? I'm okay. I'm not gonna kill myself. I won the game that I really needed, which was the Slaughterhouse game, and it is what it is. I'm gonna keep moving. Great game by us. We got to get better. We need Nelson. Stevie didn't pick up until the end of the game, but remember, Nelson's our starting quarterback, so I'm not stressing it. Nelson's been playing great this year, so it is what it is. I'll take the loss if I'm them.
And nobody else is undefeated in this division, so one loss doesn't necessarily hurt them as long as they keep it going in the rest of the games. So they're not sweating this game. Their quarterback wasn't here, and they just lost at the last seconds of the game. They could have, if they had more time, things would have been different. But unfortunately for them, that's not what happened this week. But I think they're just going to move on.
And we're going to wrap up that game. We're going to be right back. Real Tough Talk. We'll be right back. Next game up, Never Scared versus Rep City. Rep City's coming in 4-1. They lost the last game to Riot Squad 18-6. They did not look like themselves. They did not look like they were prepared for this game. But sometimes a loss will make you see who you are and help you improve. Never Scared is coming in 2-2 with a loss to IOD. So these teams are both looking to bounce back, both coming off of losses. This is a very important game to both teams, and they're going to try to take it as such.
And plus, I would say this is somewhat of a rivalry game because both teams played together before. They were one unit, and they both actually came up with a championship in the past. So these teams know each other, but that doesn't mean that they're going to go easy on each other. I think this is going to be a very competitive game.
Yeah, just to piggyback off what you said, there was MVR, for people who don't know,
Yes.
the first champs when UFL came to the Bronx.
Yes.
So that was a very formidable team, and they, as any organization that has too many chiefs,
Yeah.
you're going to break up.
Yeah.
And now you see Never Scared, now you see Rep City, and now you see Violators. So we're going to have to see what team's able to make it back to the championship. It'll be nice because these teams haven't been to the chip, I would say, in 4 years. So we'll see what happens. We're going to jump right into the game. Fred throws to Norm in the middle for a decent game, picking up the first down. Third down, Fred throws to Dennis on the sideline for a nice gain. Last down, Fred throws to J.O. in the front of the end zone. He's tagged before the pass. The ball breaks the plane. Turnover on downs. J.O. got to know where he's at in the end zone. I know this guy is a good player. I expect a little more from him, but he's not able to get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And you got to give it to Rep City. They play good defense there. They guarded the line there. They know that he's trying to pass the plane there. And they guard that line before he has any chance of reaching over. That is good defense by Rep City.
Rep City is not able to do nothing with the ball. They're going to end up punting, giving it back to Never Scared. Last down, Fred attempting to pick up the first down. Meach gets blocked by two guys on the blitz. Fred throws to Ouija on the sideline for the first down. Ouija drops the ball, turn it over on downs, and the question is, was this pass too low or should Ouija have made this catch?
I think it's a little of both. Fred was urgent with that pass, so it's not going to be as accurate. But this is a hard catch right here, but Ouija should make it. I think it touches his hands there. So I think that Ouija's a veteran player, so I think he had a chance to get this. Unfortunately, he drops it.
The weather's terrible. The balls are going to be a little off. They're not going to be accurate. And Ouija's not that same player anymore that can really come away with spectacular plays. He's still a good player, but he's not that top high PS2 game guy, PlayStation guy that we had all known that he had that nickname for.
Well, just like PS2 getting old, I think that, Ouija may be.
Well, he was originally called PlayStation.
Well, yeah, PlayStation.
So that was before the PS2.
We have PS4 right now.
Right,
So, I think it's outdated right now.
Rep City gets the ball back. Izzy with two passes for a nice gain. Last down at the 10-yard line. Izzy throws around in front of the end zone. Tries to pick it off, but it's too high. Caught by Rel for the touchdown. 6-0. Mike gets the interception, but Rel is balling out. Like I said, he's a star. And once he makes these plays consistently, he will be a superstar. The talent is there. It's all about his hunger. I can't play. Ak is a good defender. I never say he's a great man or man defender, but he has no chance to get upstairs with Rel. Rel makes these plays in his sleep. He makes it here. 6-0, great play.
And that was a good throw by Izzy. I think Izzy kind of felt some type of way in the last way he played in the last game, and now he's throwing some impressive passes here. He's connecting with his players, and that is a great pass there by Rel. Only Rel could get it there.
First down on 4 rush. Fred gets sacked by Victor. Victor's playing good for Rep City this season. He's making people say Smoke who? Because Smoke was the guy that was supposed to pick up. Victor's standing in, and I didn't think the signing was good before Smoke retired. But anyway, Victor with the great play. Never scared, can't move the ball, and they're going to have to punt. 2 minutes left in the half. Izzy with 2 short passes to March in the middle for a decent game, picking up the first down. Izzy then gets blitzed, throws deep to Meach in the middle. Meach makes a catch in the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, Mike let him go. Hood gets the extra point, putting them up 13-zip in halftime. I always kill Mike. Mike is not a great defender. He lets Meach go, and I know we talk about Meach's defense, but we can't sleep on this man's offense. He makes Never Scared pay.
And that's just bad coverage by Mike, because Meach runs through the middle there. I guess Mike was worried about Izzy rolling out, and he steps up and he lets Meach get a free release all the way into the end zone. By the time he catches up, it's too late. Izzy makes a great throw to Meach. Meach catches it. They're getting it done there. That is a great touchdown here before the half.
And if we're going into the half, if I'm never scared, we gotta put points up. We struggle all year scoring. Scoring the ball is gonna kill you, and I mean, we're better than this. I expected Fred to do more. Fred is definitely a former offensive player of the year. He has to make plays, and he doesn't, and this team is struggling because of it.
And Rep City is getting everything that they need to do done. They're playing defense. They're locking up. They're getting open on offense. Guys are playing. They're protecting Izzy. Izzy throwing accurate passes. Everything that they need to get done, they've done in this half. And hopefully they can keep going in a second.
Well, we're going to jump into the second half right now. It's 13-0 right now, Rep City. After getting the first down, Izzy throws deep to Mach, who has a step on Mike, but the ball is dropped. Last down, Izzy throws it up, knocked away, turnover on downs. Now, Mach has to make this catch. He beat Mike. Got to be able to make the catch. He drops the ball. But then Mike comes away the next drive as they go after him again. And he knocks the ball away. Great play by Mike. He just got to be a little more consistent because teams are going to go after him. He makes a great play here.
And that's just him paying attention on this drive here. He's being aware of where the ball is thrown. They're attacking him. He kind of missed it there, but they dropped it, and he makes up for it with the good defensive play. The next play, stopping him here.
Second down, Fred gets blitzed by Henry. Throws it to Ouija in the middle for a decent game. After getting the first down, Fred throws to Rico on the sideline for a decent game. Last down on 4 rush. Fred throws to Mike in the end zone. The ball is dropped. Turnover on downs, giving it back to Rep City. And they have dropped the ball all season long, killing them. Too many drops. I can't put it all on Fred. This team cannot catch the football.
And that is what's missing. They're missing offensive plays because these guys are dropping the ball left and right. It's going to kill any quarterback's morale if he's going to be seeing his receivers drop passes left and right. So who is he to throw it to if everybody's dropping the ball? That's unfortunate for them.
Second down on 4 rush. Izzy throws the ball deep to Rel. Rel makes a bobble 4 times before catching it for the huge gain, picking up the first down. Never Scared is going to end up calling the game. Game's going to be over 13-0 Rep City with the win.
That play right there just represents the whole game for Rep City, where everything that they do went right. Even this play here, where Rel did not catch the ball straight away, he's able to bobble it to himself and catch it and still get a big gain after the first down. So that is a big play there. They pretty much did everything right in this game. After a while, Never Scared just said it doesn't make any difference to keep playing in
and they got
weather.
another game.
They have another game. They don't want to get themselves hurt, so they call this game. They give the game to Rep City.
Yeah, because the first down pretty much ended the game because Rep City was going to run the clock out. So rather than Never Scared take the opportunity to try, to make something happen, they'll just end the game and take the shot against the Browns the next game. Never Scared got to catch the ball. You know what I mean? Fred is able to put up somewhat points. He already put up 14, 13. Then they got shut out by 99, but Fred didn't throw that game.
Yeah.
And they beat the Flying Dutchman 12. So right now, if I look at the average, so they averaged 9 points. What it was, 9?
Yeah, 9.7.
9.7. Let's say 10. Let's give them 10. You know what I mean? In the UFL, that's pretty much standard. You're not going to it's hard to score high digits because of the size of the field, the blitz. As big as this field is, I think it's one of the most difficult. That's the word?
The most difficult.
Difficult. I'm creating difficult.
Stop creating words, man.
It's the most difficult field to score on because of the size of the field.
Yeah.
The 4-second count, the blitz, it makes it difficult to score. And the cursing rule.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to kill them. Too many drops. They got to lead the league in drops. They drop more balls than anybody in this league. Pause that. So I'm not going to kill them. They just got to get it together. Fred got to figure out something because too many drops. And on Rep City side, they're back in the winning column. Right now, the team's 5-1. This is the team everybody needs to worry about. Everybody, you just got to know what Rep City is going to show up. The Rep City from last week was nothing like the Rep City of this week.
Yeah.
So as Charlie as a coach, he has to get them together. He has an opportunity to win Coach of the Year. Him and D-Boy. I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah.
But they have an opportunity to win that. You got to keep these guys together and keep them playing on this level, and this team could be a number 1 seed.
And with the way they've been playing this season, they could be any team.
Yep.
You know, a few years prior, they were still in competition for teams like Carver back in a few years back. So this team, when you get them all playing the way that they're supposed to, they're a team to beat. And I think that that's how they're playing this season, that they're an exciting team to watch.
We're going to take our next break. We're going to be right back on Real Tough Talk. Next game up is going to be the Violators versus the Wildcats. Now, the Wildcats are coming off of a big win. They beat Main Event last week. I like the Wildcats. They got a lot of energy. They're new. So they got to know a lot of things as you get new to the league and you get new. You know, you got to learn things. You got to learn situations. I like the talent. I get into arguments, or I would say shouting. I would say disputes with Monster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think he's a good baller. I think he should be in an all-star game. I also like the other guy, Mike. He's pretty good. Kamal got to step up. Kamal is not with the player that we saw him play like in the beginning. And Chris got to make certain throws. I think Chris makes the game too difficult. He has to turn around. Other than that, this team has an opportunity to sneak up on teams.
And there's not much to say about the Violators that we haven't said already. They're playing very well. Lou is pretty much getting everything that he needs to do done. He's making some great throws out there, connecting with receivers, and everybody else is stepping up. You see Bo, you see White, you see Macho, you see Nomar, Yomi. I mean, I could name names. You have Light that's returning in this game.
Yeah, from suspension.
Yes, from suspension.
Sir.
So that's
big.
another big another big guy, another big player that returns to this team. So this team is ready to play. They're on a mission to win it all, and this is another game that they have to get by to get it done.
This game is going to be straight through because both teams got late, so there's no halftime. We're going to just go right through it. Third down, Chris is quarterbacking for Wildcats. Third down, Chris on 4 rush gets the ball off as he hit by Sean. The ball is tipped, picked off by Bo, giving the ball back to Violators. And what Chris got to learn is Sean is not a big sack guy. He's never going to lead the league in sacks. But the thing about Sean is he's going to punish the quarterback. And he does it legally. He's going to wait. If you don't get the ball off before he touches you, he's going to touch you. So you got to make sure you get the ball off, or you got to get out of the pocket because he sends punishment there. The ball is tipped, and Bo, who's one of my favorite players, get an interception, getting the ball back for Violators.
Listen, regardless of how you say it, regardless of how it sounds, getting touched by Sean is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because once quarterbacks get hit by Sean, it hurts. So that's what he's here to do, and that's what happens. The quarterback saw it coming, he got nervous, and that's what ends up an interception.
After 2 short passes, Lou finds Bo in the back of the end zone for the touchdown, putting them up 6-0. West gets the interception, but 6-0 Violators. And Lou is playing lights out. Lou is playing at the level that they expect him to play, and Bo just gets a pick, and now he gets a touchdown. Them two connect. You got to watch. I think Bo is the next upcoming rising star.
But when you have players like Bo and White, 2 elusive players on each side of the field, it's hard for defenses to stop these guys because they are very hard to guard. They get lost in the defense, and a lot of times they get into the gaps and makes Lou's job much easier.
Second down, Chris gets blitzed by Macho, who runs through Mike. Chris throws to Kamal on the sideline for a decent game, picking up the first down. After 2 passes for a decent game on third down, Chris gets blitzed and sacked by Bo. Last down at the 20-yard line, Chris throws it up. It's picked off by Nomar, giving the ball back to the Violators. Wildcats got to get it together. They got to get a little more better play calling. Chris got to see what's coming and where is it coming from. Once you watch film, once you watch a show, you get an idea of how Violators play. They're a physical team, but they kind of show you what they're doing. You should know Macho is coming. They kind of show you their cards, but they do it anyway. And they're really hurting Chris because he's not able to put it all together and make plays.
And the thing about it is, just because you see it coming doesn't mean that there's much you can do about it in certain plays. So the Violators have been doing this for a long time. They know how to pressure the quarterback. Chris is a new quarterback in the league, so he doesn't expect any time, and he doesn't have a strategy to get by it, and that's why they're turning over the ball.
First down, Lou on 4 rushes, sacked by Ed. Lou's going to hand off the ball to Rose, going to run for the decent game, but Violators end up punting. Great stop by Wildcats, getting them their offensive ball back. Wildcats get the ball after Violators punted to give them a 4 and out. Wildcats are able to drive the ball, but they get all the way to the 5, but can't make no more. They're going to turn over the ball on downs in the red zone. Lou throws short to Bo on the sideline, who runs for a nice game. Next down, Lou with blocking from G. Throws it to Bob on the sideline for a decent game, picking up the first down. Bob, a.k.a. Teo, is able to get first down, and he's a big player of this team. When he's healthy, he could be a top star, but the key is keeping him healthy. Third down, after 2 short passes in a decent game, Lou with blocking from G finds White in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. G gets the 2-point conversion, 14-0. G is blocking the ball. He's blocking. He's doing why he won the block of the year last year. And if you give Lou time, guys like White, guys like Bo, they're gonna kill you because they're small and they're able to move around. Great play by great play by Lou to find White in the end zone.
And every time you see block by G, every time you hear that G is blocking, making a block, that is big for their offense because Lou has the time to make something happen, and G is being a key a part of this offense. With G there, Lou is protected, he's safe, and that's why he's confident and able to make these throws.
First down on 4 rush, Chris throws deep to Kamar on the back, picked off by Light, giving the ball back to the Violators, and they welcome Light back. Light got a suspension. He was on his suspension, just came back this week, and he making his impact felt. If Light can play in control, which I think he's going to play this season, that's another weapon. Great play by him.
And he's a big-time defender on their team. He's a long-time defender that plays with them. And when he's there, this defense is much more tougher,
yep.
much more
shows
much more aggressive,
tougher,
much tougher. Are you messing with me?
No, okay.
Okay. They're tougher, they're more aggressive, and they attack the ball more. Light gives them that fire that they need, and that is why they're able to make this play here. Great defense by them.
Second down, Lou gets blitzed and rolls left. Throws the Macho in the gap for a nice game, picking up the first down. Lou with 2 short passes picked for a nice game. Last down on 4 rush, Lou throws a pass to Light in the corner end zone. Light can't keep his feet in bounds, turnover downs. Great defensive stand by Wildcats, giving the ball back to the offense. Chris gets blitzed by Light, throws the Ed in the gap, is picked off by Macho, giving the ball back to the Violators. Macho showing why he was an MVP last year, but that's a bad throw by Chris. The blitz kind of pressured him, and he made a terrible throw, and that's going to be picked off.
But you got to understand, a new quarterback in the league that's facing an aggressive defense that's looking to hit him and hurt him,
yeah,
I think that's going to make any quarterback scared, and that's why he's able to get the ball off in time. That's why he's making sure he gets the ball off in time.
Plus, the weather wasn't great.
Yes.
Chris is not a big-time runner, but he got a little bit of speed. He can run the ball. No traction in this weather, so he was not able to get out the pocket. So I think that also hurt him in this game.
But when you see a person as scary as Light coming to hit you, you kind of forget everything else, and you want the ball off because you try not to get hit.
First down on 4 rush, Lou throws deep to Bop, wide open in the end zone for the touchdown. Yomi gets a 2-point conversion, 22-0, Violators with the lead.
And now they're capitalizing on every defensive stop that they've made this game. Not exactly every single one, but every time they get the opportunity, they make something happen. There's a big offensive play here. They catch Wildcats defense sleeping with a deep pass here. That's a great touchdown.
Wildcats are going to bring in another quarterback. He's not able to move the ball. He's going to turn over the ball. Third down, Lou on 4 rush, throws deep to White. Picked off by Sean, giving the ball back to Wildcats. Sean making a play. Sean used to play for Reckless. He also made an all-star team a few years back. He's a good player. He's attempting to keep the Wildcats in the game, but it might be too little too late. Well, they changed the quarterback last for the game. They're going to throw it up for the first. Picked off by No More. End of the game, 22-0, Violators with the win. If I'm the Wildcats, I think the Violators manipulated them. They took them out the game with the trash talk. They got a little physical. And, listen, it's football. It's going to be certain things that refs don't see. It's going to be little sneak things that they're going to get in. You're going to get a little punch in like that. You're going to get a little push like that. It's going to happen. It's football. Refs are not going to see it. The weather's terrible. You know what I mean? It's hard to see. It's early. The snow started coming down. It was hard to see. They got the Wildcats out the game. They watched the video last week, saw main event, did not show no type of toughness to the Wildcats, didn't bring it to the Wildcats, and the Violators are a team that's going to bring it forward to you. And if you get caught up in the talk game, you're going to play bad, and that's exactly what happened to the Wildcats.
And Violators are a veteran team in this league. They pay attention to the teams that they play against. They watch a lot of the guys watch the show.
Yep.
They strategize because they're here to win, so they're not missing any detail. If you're a smaller team, they're going to come and punish you, and that's exactly what they did. They have the size advantage all around, and the Violators are a physical team on the regular, so they came, they punished this team and got them out their game, and that is how they got the win here.
And right now, before we wrap it up, I'm going to just let you know, Violators finished this game, and right now, we got to get Tough Talk producers to get our connection better. Right now, the Violators are going to be 4-2. That's good.
Yeah.
I'll take that. The way the Violators started in the beginning, we thought they looked flat. We thought right now the team is 4-2. They're in the same division as Carver, but they're 4-2. Can they beat Carver? I think they can. They lost to Carver in the regular season 13-6 in a terrible field day. They can beat them. So if I'm the Violators, I feel good. I got Pop healthy. I got Light back from suspension. I already got Yomi. I already got Nomar. White is showing what he can do. We already know what Bo can do. Macho's coming back. He's not playing the MVP level as last year, but he's showing the ability to make plays.
But I think the key to that is he doesn't need to play that much as doing everything. So I think that's the advantage.
And Lou gives them away the win.
Yes.
This kid is talented. He's taking Violators to the next level. The question is, can he take them to the championship? We're going to have to see. We're going to be taking our next break. Violators with the win, 22-0 over Wildcats. We'll be right back. Real Tough Talk. Next game up, Never Scared versus the Browns. Never Scared is coming in. Browns are coming in as a team that they got a great defense. Jingo's always going to put a great defense together. They lost to Rep City 6-0. They're coming in off a win to Brotherhood, but they last loss was to Rep City 6-0 and lost to Street Fam 13-0, and they barely had nobody. Jingo's going to put together a defense. Last week we seen them have a quarterback. Lonnie's here. Lonnie's a guy, he led the BQFL Spring League
and
Fall League in touchdown passes. So he can score. You put a quarterback on this Browns team, and they're going to make things happen. So we're going to have to see what happens, but I'm confident this team could turn around their season.
And Never Scared just coming off to a loss to Rep City. They kind of sign off the game at the end because they didn't want to give too much energy into that game knowing that they have another one. Plus the weather's getting worse and worse, so they want to get this game through. They want to keep the momentum before things get worse. So they're trying to take advantage of this game right here and correct the mistakes that they made in the last one and get a win here.
Both teams got there. We're going to ask for straight through. So we're going to skip certain drives because nothing happened. So we're going to jump right into the game. Fred hands the ball off to Ty, who runs to the sideline for a decent gain. After getting the first down, on third down, Fred throws to Pedro on the sideline to get him to the 10-yard line. Last down, Fred throws to Dennis on the sideline, off target, turnover on downs. This one was Fred. We've seen a lot of drops. This pass is off target, but the weather's terrible. You can't expect everything to be right there, but unfortunately they can't come up with it. Turnover on down. Trev, quarterback, struggles to move the ball. Turnover on downs. Lonnie's late. Trev has to throw. Trev's not a quarterback. Puka's a quarterback. Trev is not. So I don't know. They turn over the ball. First down, Fred throws Luigi on the sideline for a short gain. Never Scared gets flagged for early blocking. They would have been at the 10. That's going to move him back. Second down, Fred throws to Jay on the sideline for a decent gain. Last down, Fred throws to Dennis to the back of the end zone. It's knocked away, turnover on downs. That's twice Fred tried to get Dennis in the game. They're not able to, and they turn over the ball twice.
And Never Scared is not looking good right now. They're not getting anything done. It seems like whatever mistakes they had in the first game is carrying over to this game now. Fred is not connecting with anybody, and I don't know if it's because he's messed up by them dropping a pass in the first game, but whatever it is, they're not looking good. They need something to happen and happen fast because I don't see the Browns sitting here and letting them get so many tries to win this game.
Lonnie's here now. Second down, Lonnie on 4 versus those of receiving the gap, picking up for a decent gain. Last down, a few yards from the 50. Lonnie throws deep to Aha in the middle. Little too much, incomplete, turnover on downs. Twice Browns had the ball, twice they're not able to get points.
And now it seems like both teams, regardless of what quarterback you have on the field, is struggling
Yeah.
out there. The weather is taking its toll
Yeah,
on
it
both
is.
teams here. I think that Londy would normally make this pass to A-High. He was open in the middle, but unfortunately that was off target. So both quarterbacks have to figure out some way to get through to this weather if they want to come away with a win.
Third down, Fred throws to Pedro in the gap, who runs for a nice gain. Last down, Fred on 4 rush, throws it up, incomplete, turnover on downs. 3 times Never Scared got the ball, 3 times they got stopped. After 3 short passes, win a nice game, picking up the first. Londy on third down throws to A-High in the middle. Trev goes to the ball and it's dropped. Browns end up punting. Trev takes trying to get the ball from A-High. We've seen Trev do that in the fall league.
Yeah,
And he drops it.
yeah.
It wasn't for you, Trev. Stop being greedy.
Listen, but he's greedy. That's why he plays.
I mean, that's why he was the MVP.
Yeah, that's why he's the way he is. That's why he's like successful as he is. But sometimes you see plays like this where he gets too greedy,
Yeah.
and he takes it from somebody else and at least an incomplete play.
Browns are gonna have to punt. Never Scared ain't able to do nothing. They're gonna end up having to punt. Londy gets the ball back with 5 plays to the 5-yard line. Last down, Londy on 4 rush. Throws it up to Stretch. Stretch is coming from Brotherhood. He left Brotherhood on the last week of eligibility to go play with Browns. And in the back of the end zone, he drops the ball, turnover on downs, taking us into overtime. Jingle picked up this guy to help them on offense, and the reason he picked him up, Stretch is not able to make the play.
Well, Stretch has been showing the same thing when he was playing with the Brotherhood. He goes up there. He's supposed to be the person that's taller than everybody else. He's always supposed to go up and get the ball, but Stretch does not have hands. I think that he picked up the wrong hands when he comes to these games. Whoever hands he has, he needs to give them back and get the hands that he needs to catch them, these passes, because right now they're not working.
Fred, with 2 passes in overtime, getting them to the 20-yard line. Last down, Fred pitches to Pedro, who throws it up, incomplete, turnover on downs, giving the Browns a shot. Second down, Lonnie throws to the receiver in the gap for a nice game. Third down, Lanzi throws to Trev, wide open in the end zone. Trev falls, but still makes the catch for the touchdown. End of the game, 6-0, and the question was this a catch?
And it's going to be hard to say because, again, on this play here, as Trev is going down for the ball, a player gets in the way of the shot right at the last second. Guys, y'all got to move to the side when I'm filming, man, because here, there's a big-time play, and here, because the guy got in the way, it's hard to see if the ball touched the ground as he goes down to get the ball, but the refs call it a catch.
A touchdown.
So it's a touchdown.
So we don't see, like I said, the camera saying they blocked it, not saying that the ref got it wrong.
Yeah.
It's to say that we couldn't tell what we saw on the camera.
So
the refs called it a touchdown.
Yes.
6-0. Browns come away with the win. And this is what the Browns have been doing. They're not there to blow you out. They're going to shut you down, and they're going to score 1 or 2 touchdowns and come away with the win. This is what they've been doing this season, and they keep it going strong.
And even though the Browns were only able to score 6 points in this game, Never Scared was able to play defense and keep them from getting anything done. But their offense stagnated just as bad, if not worse, because they couldn't get any points in the last 2 games that they played. They were shut out.
Yep.
So this is not a good day for them. Regardless of the weather, you got to put some type of points up there, and they don't. This is a horrible day that they got to remember moving forward.
And right now, with the Browns, like I said, we all figured the Browns will probably get hot late, and they're starting to heat up right now. I'm going to tell you their record right now before we wrap this one up. Right now, the Browns are 2-2. Yeah, 2-2. They're happy. They feel good. They got another makeup game to make, but they're 2-2 with great defense. Got to be careful with this team. They can sneak up on you. And Londy here to throw, this team can really cause you problems because they play defense.
Now that they have Londy at the helm, they've won their last 2 games. So that's saying something. Now that they have a quarterback, they can put up points, and now they have the opportunity to win games. So they're on a 2-game winning streak. They have 2 games to make up in the next coming week. So if they can do that and win both of those games, they're right back in the running, and they're a team to watch because I think that they're a team to that's going to surprise a lot of teams this season.
Well, we're going to wrap this one up. Browns with the win in overtime, 6-0 over Never Scared. We're going to be right back.